Good day, everybody, and welcome to 5 Minutes with Seany. Here is your host, Mr. Sean Entin.
Hello, everybody. Hey, it's Sean Entin with 5 Minutes with Seany. It's about midday on Tuesday, and today I'm fortunate enough to have one of my heroes on the show, a gentleman named John Millikin, who at the age of 17 was ready to go pro in ice hockey and play for the NHL, gets injured and becomes a quadriplegic overnight. And so we're going to have him on the show, kind of talk about not only about what happened to him, but this guy at the age of 17 basically had to be rebirthed. And since then, he's now 40. He is now married with 2 kids, and life has just turned a magical corner for him. So, John, welcome on the show. If you kind of share with us, at the age of 17, you were on top of the world, and then things happened to you. Let's start with that.
Yeah, I was 17 playing South Saskatchewan Junior Hockey League in the playoffs. The final series, and I got checked into the boards. My head hit the boards and my spine compressed, and my C5-6 vertebrae exploded.
So your spine exploded, and they take you to the hospital, and the news hits you that, hey, I'm a quadriplegic.
Yeah, I was playing in a small town. I had about a 3-hour drive to the hospital. Think about it, and wasn't sure what was happening. So it was a long time before I knew what the reality was. But eventually I was told that I would be paralyzed from the chest down. Wow.
Okay, and now, and through miracles and through hard work, you're now able to get up and walk around for a very little bit. Is that true?
Yeah, I can walk with a cane a little bit. I used to only walk with a cane, but my joints got pretty bad after doing that for a number of years. So I use a wheelchair mostly, but I can still stand and walk a little bit if I need to.
That's amazing. Okay, so a couple of questions. If you had to tell some people out there who had a brain injury or spinal cord injury, and this just happened to them, what kind of words of advice would you like to share with them?
I think recovery is all about state of mind. You've got to keep a positive state of, realistically, wow. It's brutal what you encounter in those early days, but as much as possible, you've got to stay positive.
Mm-hmm. And then your wife are your kids now, right? And then your wife. Everyone's got their wife. I mean, my wife. I was in the chair for a little while, and they told me I'd never walk, talk, or drive again. And I said, I'm going to do this. And I just believed in myself. I believed, in my children, and just push through it and not stop. But that's an amazing story. And then, okay, what do you do now? As far as therapy, or what kind of supplements? I know that you started taking CBDs and stuff.
Yeah, I started taking CBDs relatively recently, probably 4 to 6 months ago. They've been a real game changer for sure in terms of not having to take painkillers regularly. Anybody that's taken serious painkillers knows there's a lot of side effects to that, and the dangers to them also. So yeah, CBDs have had a big impact on me.
That's huge. Because as you know, there's a whole epidemic happening here in the States for opiate addiction and painkillers. It's just terrible. But that's just beautiful. So you're married. When did you get married?
7 years ago.
And then your 2 kids are within this last 7 years.
Yeah, I got a 3.5-year-old and an almost 2-year-old.
That is so beautiful. That's amazing. Well, I'd love to have you back on the show. We'll talk more about it. But
Jerry, Sean, I got a question for John. John, looking back now, you're 20 plus years past your accident. How do you see it now? What would you change if you could? What would you change if you had that opportunity?
I don't think I'd change anything. I know that sounds ridiculous to most people who haven't been through an injury or an experience like mine or like Sean's. But the awakening that kind of challenge gives you, I don't think it can be replaced by too many experiences in life. So I would really hesitate to go back and change anything just because of the way I see the world now, and I'm really happy with life despite the complications. So yeah, I honestly don't think I'd change a thing, Jerry.
That's amazing. I'm That's just tremendous. I mean, I'm 6 years post. I still have questions. I still have some doubts in my mind. You know, I'm pretty new out of it. But John, you're my hero. You're my inspiration. You're every bit of everything I talked about. It's not about the why me. It's about the what's next. And you are the epitome of I can, I shall, I will. And just thank you for joining us on the show.
Thanks,
really. And I love you, your brother, your family, for what you guys stand for, and what you guys are doing. And people would like to find you. I know that you have an article written right now on the CBDHero.com, right?
Yeah, I actually haven't seen it myself.
Okay, yeah. I just read that. So it's CBDHero.com. You can find stories about John and myself, and we'll be doing some interviews together. But John, thank you so much. And if you just be so kind, everyone out there, please share this 5 minutes with Seany and check out SeanyEntin.com. But you'll be seeing a lot more of John. I want him to come back and help me host, help me just do a bunch of stuff, because he's an amazing story. This guy, quadriplegic, now is walking. I mean, how do you even? I mean, kudos to you, brother. So thank you again.
Okay, thanks a lot for having me, Sean. I appreciate it.
Thanks, buddy. You take care. Okay.